The screech of metal against ice jolted Sarah Mitchell awake, her heart pounding against her ribs. The blizzard that had descended upon Thunder Basin, Wyoming, brought with it the lowest temperatures ever recorded in the region's history. At a -35 degrees Fahrenheit, even the sturdy walls of her grandfather's old farmhouse groaned under winter's assault. But it wasn't the brutal cold that made her spine stiffen as she reached for her coffee mug. It was the distinct sound of claws scraping against her workshop's metal door. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows of her living room, Sarah watched in disbelief as an enormous grizzly bear, her fur encrusted with ice, methodically worked at the workshop's handle. Behind the massive creature, 3 cubs huddled together, their small bodies shaking violently in the merciless wind. The smallest one, its fur tinted with an unusual golden hue, swayed dangerously on its feet before collapsing into a snowdrift. Sarah's years as a wildlife photographer had taught her every nuance of bear behavior, but nothing in her experience could explain what happened next. The mother bear abandoned her attempts at the workshop door and rushed to her fallen cub. With surprising gentleness, she scooped up the listless body and, instead of retreating into the forest, turned towards Sarah's house. The bear's eyes, filled with an intelligence that defied explanation, locked onto Sarah's face through the window. Time seemed to freeze as the mother bear did something extraordinary. She placed her weakest cub carefully in the snow and began tracing patterns on Sarah's frost-covered window. Not random scratches, but deliberate circular motions that mimicked the universal symbol for help. The wind howled with renewed fury, driving the temperature even lower. As the bear's remaining cubs pressed against their mother's legs, their cries carrying through the glass with heartbreaking clarity. The mother bear's next actions shattered every preconception Sarah held about wild animal behavior. She gathered snow in her massive paw and began marking distinct shapes on the window, movements so precise they resembled crude letters. After each mark, she would touch her dying cub, then gesture towards Sarah's door, her actions screaming of desperate intelligence. Dr. Emily Torres, the local veterinarian, had always told Sarah that animals were capable of far more understanding than humans gave them credit for. But this went beyond anything either of them had imagined. The bear's movements grew more urgent as her smallest cub's breathing became shallow, its tiny chest barely rising beneath its ice-crusted fur. Sarah's security cameras captured every moment of what happened next, footage that would later leave wildlife experts questioning everything they thought they knew about animal intelligence. The mother bear, seeing her cub's condition deteriorating, performed a series of gestures that defied natural law. She stood upright, pressed both paws against the window in perfect symmetry, and bowed her head in what could only be described as a pleading gesture. The ranch's isolation meant Sarah was at least an hour away from any help. As she watched the smallest cub's movements grow weaker, she knew whatever decision she made in the next few moments would alter not just her life, but our understanding of wildlife forever. Her hand trembled as it reached for the door handle, her photographer's instinct screaming to document every second, while her human compassion urged immediate action. The mother bear's reaction to Sarah's movement toward the door demonstrated an awareness that seemed impossible for a wild animal. She immediately backed away, gathering her cubs into a tight group, and waited with a patience that defied every natural instinct. When Sarah cracked open the door, the bear did something that would later make headlines across the country. She gently nudged her weakest cub forward, while keeping herself and her other cubs at a respectful distance. As the nearly frozen cub crossed the threshold, the mother bear's behavior grew even more remarkable. She used her paw to wipe snow from her other cub's fur, then guided them to sit perfectly still, their eyes fixed on their sibling, but making no move to follow without permission. The level of control she displayed over both herself and her cubs challenged everything Sarah thought she knew about wild animals. The next few moments unfolded like a dream. Sarah, moving with deliberate slowness, opened the door wider. The mother bear orchestrated her family's entrance with impossible precision, each cub pausing to shake off excess snow before stepping inside. But it was the mother's own entrance that left Sarah questioning reality. The massive creature carefully cleaned her paws in the snow and waited for a clear gesture of invitation before entering the house. Inside Sarah's warm living room, the bear family's behavior defied every wild instinct. The mother bear gathered her cubs into a corner near the fireplace, positioning them to receive warmth while keeping them away from Sarah's photography equipment and furniture. When her middle cub, distinguished by its darker fur, started to explore, she redirected it with a soft rumble that sounded remarkably like a mother's gentle scolding. Sarah's cat, Mr. Whiskers, chose that moment to emerge from behind the couch, creating a tension-filled pause that quickly transformed into another extraordinary display of intelligence. The mother bear, instead of reacting with aggression, pulled her cubs closer and made a series of soft sounds that kept them calm and still. To Sarah's amazement, Mr. Whiskers and the bear family reached a peaceful understanding, sharing the warm space with remarkable civility. As the cubs regained their strength, their behavior continued to challenge everything Sarah knew about wild animals. They stayed exactly where their mother placed them, made minimal noise, and displayed an awareness of their surroundings that seemed impossible for young bears. When the smallest cub accidentally knocked over one of Sarah's framed photographs, the mother bear immediately picked it up and attempted to return it to its exact position, showing an understanding of human belongings that would later become the subject of countless wildlife studies. The mother bear's method of departure proved as extraordinary as her arrival. As the storm began to subside, she initiated what could only be described as a farewell ritual. She guided her cubs in cleaning up any trace of their presence, using fallen papers to wipe up melted snow and gathering their shed fur into a neat pile. Then, in a gesture that would be replayed millions of times on social media, she approached Sarah with deliberate care. The farewell itself became the most touching part of the entire encounter. Each cub, following their mother's lead, approached Sarah in turn. The smallest cub, now fully recovered, gently pressed its paw to the window in the same circular pattern its mother had used to ask for help. The middle cub added a soft whimper that sounded remarkably like gratitude, while the largest cub, still favoring its right paw, performed a gentle bobbing motion that resembled a bow. But it was the mother bear's final gesture that brought tears to Sarah's eyes. She approached with slow, careful movements, maintaining perfect eye contact, then placed her massive paw against the window in a perfect mirror of her earlier plea for help. This time, however, the gesture carried a different message, one of profound gratitude and connection that transcended the barriers between species. As the bear family disappeared into the forest, Sarah stood in her doorway, watching their orderly retreat. The mother bear kept her cubs in a perfect line, occasionally looking back at the house with eyes that held more understanding than Sarah had ever seen in a wild animal. The only evidence of their extraordinary visit was a series of perfectly aligned paw prints in the snow and the footage on Sarah's security cameras, footage that would soon challenge our understanding of wildlife intelligence forever. Want to discover more extraordinary stories that will leave you amazed? Subscribe now and join thousands of readers who receive our most captivating tales straight to their inbox. One click is all it takes to never miss another incredible story. Hit subscribe below and become part of our ever-growing community of wonder seekers. Old Jack Cooper had lived in Thunder Basin for 6 decades, and he thought he'd seen everything the Wyoming wilderness could offer until Sarah Mitchell's security footage spread across the internet. Local news stations descended upon Pine Ridge, ranched like a swarm of hungry locusts, their satellite vans creating an incongruous parade along the snow-packed driveway. Sarah stood at her kitchen window, clutching her morning coffee, watching the reporters set up their equipment in the pre-dawn light. Dr. Emily Torres arrived before the first interview, her veterinary expertise making her the perfect witness. To validate Sarah's extraordinary encounter, the mother bear's behavior had shattered every conventional understanding of wild animal intelligence, and Emily's scientific background would help explain just how unprecedented this event truly was. As they reviewed the footage together, Emily's professional composure cracked at the sight of the bear's deliberate communication attempts. The golden-furred cub's recovery had been nothing short of miraculous. Emily's examination of the security footage revealed body temperatures that should have been fatal, yet the mother bear's desperate gamble had saved not just one life, but her entire family. Preparing and narrating this story took us a lot of time, so if you are enjoying it, subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. Now back to the story. The veterinarian's report would later become a cornerstone of multiple scientific studies on animal intelligence and maternal instinct in wild creatures. Ranger Mike Henderson's arrival added another layer of credibility to the unfolding story. His 20 years of experience with the local wildlife had never prepared him for anything like this. As he walked the property with Sarah, examining the perfectly preserved paw prints in the frozen snow, his trained eye noticed details that others had missed. The mother bear's tracks showed no signs of aggression or panic, only deliberate, measured movements that spoke of conscious decision-making. The story gained an unexpected dimension when old Jack revealed that he'd been tracking this particular bear family for months. The distinctive white patch on the mother's chest had made her easy to identify, and his observations suggested a level of intelligence that had manifested long before their desperate visit to Sarah's ranch. He spoke of seeing her use tools to fish in half-frozen streams and create shelters that seemed too complex for pure instinct. Sarah's background as a wildlife photographer proved invaluable as international media attention intensified. Her trained eye had captured subtle details in the footage that others might have missed. The way the mother bear had positioned herself to be clearly visible in the security cameras, her careful cleaning of the workshop door handle after trying to open it, and her deliberate use of the window frost to create recognizable patterns. All spoke of an awareness that went far beyond basic survival instincts. The scientific community's response to the footage sparked heated debates in academic circles. Leading researchers in animal behavior flew in from across the country, each bringing their own perspective to the extraordinary events. Professor Alexandra Wong from Berkeley spent 3 days analyzing every frame of the security footage, focusing particularly on the bear's use of symbolic communication, the circular help signal, and her attempts at creating letter-like shapes in the frost. As winter deepened its hold on Thunder Basin, Sarah's ranch became an unexpected hub for wildlife research. Motion-activated cameras were installed throughout the property, hoping to capture any return visits from the remarkable bear family. Dr. Torres established a small field station in Sarah's heated workshop, combining her veterinary practice with ongoing research into enhanced wildlife intelligence in the region. The mother bear's influence extended far beyond her own family. Other wild animals in the area began showing signs of increased interaction with human structures, though none displayed the same level of sophisticated communication. Old Jack reported seeing wolves pause at his property line, watching his movements with new awareness, while a young mountain lion began leaving injured prey near Dr. Torres's clinic as if seeking help. Sarah's photographs of the bear family's visit, particularly the farewell ceremony, attracted attention from behavioral specialists who saw evidence of ritualistic behavior previously thought impossible in non-primate species. The mother bear's careful cleaning of their space, her organized departure, and the synchronized farewell gestures of her cubs suggested a level of social awareness that challenged fundamental assumptions about animal consciousness. The impact on Thunder Basin itself was profound. The small ranching community found itself at the heart of a revolution in our understanding of wildlife intelligence. Local schools developed new conservation programs, inspired by the mother bear's display of cognitive ability. Ranchers who had once seen large predators as nothing but threats began reporting more nuanced interactions with the wild creatures sharing their land. As spring approached, the scientific studies yielded unexpected results. Analysis of historical data from the region revealed a pattern of increasingly complex behavior among large predators, particularly bears. Old Jack's decades of observations, once dismissed as tall tales, were re-examined with new appreciation. His detailed journals documented a gradual evolution in local wildlife behavior, suggesting the mother bear's actions, while extraordinary, weren't entirely without precedent. Dr. Torres's ongoing research at Pine Ridge Ranch attracted graduate students from leading universities, each hoping to document the next breakthrough in animal intelligence. The workshop-turned-research station became a repository for hundreds of hours of new wildlife footage, each clip scrutinized for signs of the sophisticated behavior the mother bear had displayed. Motion sensors recorded regular nighttime visits from various creatures, all showing increasing levels of awareness around human structures. Sarah's own relationship with her land transformed during these months of intense study. Her photographer's eye, once focused solely on capturing images, now noticed subtle changes in animal behavior throughout her property. The way creatures reacted to her presence shifted, suggesting a growing understanding that humans could be more than just threats or sources of food. She documented these changes meticulously, her observations adding valuable data to the ongoing research. Ranger Henderson's regular patrols began yielding new insights into the changing dynamics between humans and wildlife. In the region, he reported incidents of bears avoiding baited traps with almost surgical precision, wolves leading injured pack members closer to areas where they might receive human help, and even a young moose that seemed to deliberately attract attention to a trapped companion. Each incident, while less dramatic than the mother bear's visit, suggested a broader shift in wild animal behavior. The mother bear's impact on scientific understanding continued to ripple outward. Researchers discovered that bears in the region had begun displaying increasingly sophisticated problem-solving abilities. Dr. Torres documented cases of bears manipulating complex gate latches, using fallen branches as tools, and even attempting basic mimicry of human gestures when encountering people from a safe distance. These observations led to new theories about the potential for rapid cognitive evolution in wild species. Local folklore underwent a renaissance as elderly residents came forward with their own stories of extraordinary animal encounters. While none matched the clear documentation of Sarah's experience, these tales, spanning decades, suggested that Thunder Basin's wildlife had long been developing more sophisticated ways of interacting with human neighbors. Old Jack's journals became particularly valuable, providing a detailed chronicle of this gradual transformation. The scientific papers that emerged from these studies challenged long-held beliefs about the limitations of animal intelligence. The mother bear's ability to not only recognize her cub's need for human intervention, but to communicate that need effectively, suggested levels of reasoning previously thought impossible in non-human species. Her careful adherence to human social norms, while inside Sarah's house, indicated an understanding of context that revolutionized our conception of animal cognition. As spring flowers began pushing through the melting snow around Pine Ridge Ranch, the research station had compiled enough data to suggest that the mother bear's extraordinary behavior might represent an evolutionary leap in wildlife intelligence. The combination of necessary circumstances, extreme weather, desperate need, and previous positive interactions with humans had created a perfect storm for the demonstration of capabilities that probably already existed but had never been so clearly displayed. The story reached its most profound impact in the way it changed human-wildlife interactions across the region. Ranchers began reporting more nuanced approaches to predator control, finding that treating local wildlife as intelligent beings capable of understanding boundaries led to fewer conflicts. Conservation efforts shifted focus from simple habitat preservation to creating opportunities for productive interaction between humans and wildlife. Want to discover the next chapter in this extraordinary tale of breakthrough animal intelligence? Sign up now to receive our latest stories of remarkable wildlife encounters that continue to challenge our understanding of the natural world. One click connects you to an entire universe of wonder, where the lines between human and animal intelligence grow increasingly complex. Hit subscribe below and never miss another moment of discovery. Spring sunshine melted the last patches of snow around Pine Ridge Ranch, revealing new mysteries about the extraordinary bear family that had captured global attention. Wildlife experts from the Yellowstone Research Center arrived to investigate unusual markings found near the forest's edge. Deliberate scratches on trees that appeared to form consistent patterns. These discoveries suggested the bear's sophisticated behavior extended far beyond their desperate encounter at Sarah's farmhouse. Professor Wong's detailed analysis of these tree markings revealed something unprecedented. The scratches appeared to follow a repeating sequence, similar to the patterns the mother bear had traced on Sarah's frosted window. The implications stunned the scientific community. These weren't random territorial markings, but potentially a rudimentary form of written communication that had developed independently among the local bear population. Dr. Torres established a network of sophisticated monitoring stations throughout Thunder Basin, each equipped with thermal cameras and sound recording equipment. The data gathered painted an increasingly complex picture of wildlife behavior in the region. The mother bear's family wasn't alone in displaying advanced cognitive abilities. Other bears began exhibiting similar patterns of deliberate communication attempts with human settlements. A breakthrough came when a young graduate student noticed something remarkable in the overnight footage. Bears were gathering in clearings during full moons, engaging in what appeared to be structured social interactions. The mother bear with the white chest patch seemed to hold a central role in these gatherings, her cubs demonstrating learned behaviors to younger bears. This suggestion of organized knowledge transfer sent shockwaves through the behavioral science community. Sarah's photography skills proved instrumental in documenting these nocturnal meetings. Her specialized equipment captured images that revealed subtle details. Bears using fallen logs as makeshift tables, cubs practicing tool manipulation under adult supervision, and most remarkably, repeated attempts at replicating human-like gestures. The golden-furred cub, now healthy and growing, showed particular aptitude for mimicking the communicative gestures it had learned during their life-saving visit to the farmhouse. Ranger Henderson's patrol reports began including accounts of bears actively avoiding conflict with human settlements in ways that suggested strategic thinking. They would coordinate their movements to bypass motion sensors, use natural features as cover, and even create diversions to draw attention away from their actual paths. These behaviors indicated a level of planning and spatial awareness previously thought impossible in non-primate species. Old Jack's decades-old journals gained new significance as researchers discovered his detailed accounts of bear behavior matched current observations. His descriptions of bears using tools, solving problems, and displaying unusual social organizations had once been dismissed as exaggerations. Now, these historical records provided valuable baseline data for tracking the evolution of ursine intelligence in Thunder Basin. The mother bear's influence extended beyond her own species. Motion-activated cameras captured footage of her family, interacting with other woodland creatures in ways that defied conventional understanding. They appeared to be teaching younger bears techniques for peaceful coexistence with humans, demonstrated by careful approaches to property lines and respectful distances maintained from livestock. International researchers flocked to Thunder Basin, transforming Sarah's modest ranch into an impromptu research center. Japanese scientists brought sophisticated equipment for analyzing the bear's vocalizations, discovering complex patterns that suggested a more developed communication system than previously thought possible. German ethologists documented elaborate social hierarchies among the bear populations, with knowledge and skills being actively passed between generations. Dr. Torres's veterinary practice evolved into a wildlife rehabilitation center where she observed injured animals displaying increasingly sophisticated approaches to seeking human assistance. Bears would guide wounded cubs to the edge of her property, waiting patiently for help while maintaining a safe distance. This behavior echoed the mother bear's original trust in approaching Sarah's home during the winter crisis. The changes in Thunder Basin's ecosystem attracted attention from environmental psychologists studying the co-evolution of human and animal communities. They noted a remarkable shift in local attitudes toward wildlife, with traditional fears giving way to a more nuanced understanding of animal intelligence. Ranchers began reporting successful non-violent resolutions to potential conflicts with predators, suggesting the bears were learning to respect human boundaries while humans learned to read their intentions. Sarah's security cameras continued capturing extraordinary moments of wildlife interaction. One memorable sequence showed the mother bear teaching her cubs to use fallen branches as tools for accessing difficult food sources, demonstrating not just tool use, but the deliberate transmission of knowledge to the next generation. The golden-furred cub's quick mastery of these skills suggested an inherited capacity for advanced learning. Professor Wong's team made a groundbreaking discovery while analyzing the bear's nighttime gathering footage. The animals appeared to be engaging in rudimentary forms of play that mimicked human activities they had observed. Cubs would stack objects in ways that resembled human construction, while adults demonstrated increasingly complex problem-solving behaviors to access food sources that required tool use. The scientific implications of Thunder Basin's extraordinary. Bears extended into multiple fields of study. Neurobiologists suggested the extreme weather event that drove the mother bear to seek human help might have triggered latent cognitive abilities, while evolutionary biologists saw evidence of rapid adaptation to human presence in the environment. The bear's behavior challenged fundamental assumptions about the limitations of non-human intelligence. Local schools developed innovative wildlife education programs based on the ongoing research at Pine Ridge Ranch. Students learned to recognize signs of intelligent animal behavior and understand the importance of respectful coexistence. The mother bear's story became a powerful teaching tool for demonstrating the complexity of wildlife consciousness and the potential for meaningful interaction between species. Dr. Torres's research revealed fascinating patterns in the bear's social structure. The mother bear's family had become central figures in the local bear community, with other bears actively seeking to learn from them. Their advanced behaviors were being adopted by an expanding circle of bears, suggesting the rapid spread of sophisticated problem-solving techniques through social learning. As summer approached, the research team documented an unprecedented event. The mother bear's family orchestrated what appeared to be a coordinated problem-solving session with other bears, working together to access a naturally occurring food source that required multiple steps and tool use. This cooperation demonstrated levels of social coordination previously unknown in bear populations. The golden-furred cub's development became a particular focus of study. Its behavior showed clear signs of having internalized the lessons learned. During their winter crisis, the cub displayed exceptional problem-solving abilities, often figuring out solutions to challenges before its siblings and teaching them through demonstration. This suggested that the extraordinary intelligence displayed during their encounter with Sarah wasn't just crisis-driven, but represented genuine cognitive advancement. Ranger Henderson established a new wildlife management protocol based on the emerging understanding of bear intelligence. Instead of traditional aversion techniques, his team began using more sophisticated methods that respected the bear's demonstrated capacity for learning and reasoning. The results were remarkable, with significant reductions in human-wildlife conflicts across the region. The impact on scientific understanding of animal consciousness continued to grow. Researchers documented increasingly complex social behaviors among Thunder Basin's bears, including what appeared to be deliberate teaching sessions where adult bears demonstrated advanced techniques to youngsters. The mother bear's white-patched chest became a familiar sight at these gatherings, her family maintaining their role as innovators in the community. Sarah's workshop-turned-research station evolved into a permanent facility for studying wildlife intelligence. The combination of her photography expertise and the sophisticated monitoring equipment provided unprecedented insights into the bear's nighttime activities. Researchers observed regular patterns of social interaction, problem-solving sessions, and what appeared to be intentional practice of human-like gestures. The mystery of what had initially driven the mother bear to seek human help during that brutal winter storm deepened as researchers pieced together evidence from multiple sources. Old Jack's journals described unusual geological activity in the deeper forest, suggesting their den might have been compromised by underground shifts. This practical pressure, combined with the bear's evolved intelligence, had created the perfect conditions for their extraordinary leap into human-animal cooperation. Join us for our next installment as we explore more groundbreaking discoveries about the remarkable intelligence emerging in Thunder Basin's wildlife. Your subscription ensures you won't miss a single moment of this continuing story of evolution, adaptation, and the growing understanding between species. Click below to stay connected with this extraordinary journey of discovery. Thunder Basin's summer brought unexpected developments that transformed scientific understanding of wildlife intelligence. An early morning thunderstorm triggered something remarkable. The mother bear's family appeared at Pine Ridge Ranch's research station just before a major lightning strike, leading the other animals to safety. Their timing suggested an ability to anticipate natural dangers and an unprecedented sense of responsibility toward other species. Dr. Emily Torres documented the bear's growing sophistication in approaching human structures. They developed a system of distinct vocalizations that appeared to communicate specific intentions to both their own kind and human observers. The white-patched mother bear would emit a unique series of sounds before any interaction with the research station, almost like announcing their peaceful intentions. A visiting primatologist, Dr. Marcus Chen, noticed striking parallels between the bear's social learning patterns and those observed in great ape communities. The golden-furred cub had developed a particular aptitude for innovative problem-solving, creating novel solutions that spread rapidly through the local bear population. This demonstrated a capacity for cultural transmission previously unknown in ursine species. Sarah's specialized photography equipment captured an extraordinary midnight gathering deep in the forest. The bears had created what appeared to be a deliberate teaching space, using fallen logs arranged in a rough circle. Adult bears took turns demonstrating complex behaviors to their cubs, from tool manipulation to symbolic communication attempts. The mother bear's family often led these sessions, their advanced skills setting a new standard for the community. The research station's thermal imaging systems revealed sophisticated hunting strategies that minimized conflict with human settlements. Bears would coordinate their movements, using terrain features and timing their activities to avoid human contact. This level of strategic planning suggested cognitive abilities far beyond basic instinct or learned behavior. Professor Wong's team made a breakthrough in understanding the bear's markings on trees. The patterns showed regional variations but maintained consistent basic elements, suggesting a rudimentary form of symbolic communication that had developed independently among different bear groups. The mother bear's family displayed the most complex versions of these markings, often incorporating elements that seemed inspired by human writing. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved as the bears demonstrated increasing levels of comprehension. They responded to simple boundary markers, respected designated feeding areas, and showed remarkable restraint during chance encounters with humans. The mother bear's family took on an unexpected role, appearing to mediate potential conflicts between other bears and human settlements. Old Jack's historical observations gained new relevance as researchers identified patterns in the bear's evolutionary journey. His detailed accounts of bear behavior spanning decades revealed a gradual progression toward more sophisticated cognitive abilities, with significant acceleration in recent years. The winter crisis that brought the mother bear to Sarah's door appeared to have catalyzed an already emerging potential for advanced intelligence. The golden-furred cub's development continued to astonish researchers. It displayed an unprecedented ability to recognize and respond to human emotional states, adjusting its behavior accordingly. During controlled observation sessions, it would modify its approach based on subtle changes in the researcher's body language, demonstrating a level of emotional intelligence previously undocumented in wild animals. Thunder Basin's ecosystem showed signs of broader transformation as the bear's advanced behaviors influenced other species. Wolves began displaying more sophisticated pack coordination. Elk herds developed complex defensive formations, and even smaller mammals showed signs of adapting to the new social dynamics. The mother bear's family appeared to play a central role in this widespread behavioral evolution. Dr. Torres established a groundbreaking protocol for wildlife rehabilitation that acknowledged and utilized the bear's demonstrated intelligence. Injured animals brought to the research station by other bears received treatment while their companions waited patiently nearby, maintaining a respectful distance that showed clear understanding of human boundaries. This cooperative approach to wildlife care yielded unprecedented success rates in treating and releasing injured animals. International attention focused on Thunder Basin as similar patterns of advanced animal behavior began emerging in other regions. Researchers documented cases of bears showing sophisticated problem-solving abilities in the Carpathian Mountains, the Russian taiga, and the Canadian Rockies. However, none matched the level of complexity and social organization displayed by the Thunder Basin population. Sarah's photographic documentation revealed subtle changes in the bears' physical appearances that suggested ongoing adaptation. Their facial muscles showed greater mobility, particularly around the eyes and mouth, allowing for more nuanced expressions. The mother bear's white chest patch had become more distinctive, possibly serving as a visual identifier in their increasingly complex social hierarchy. The research station's acoustic analysis equipment detected patterns in the bear's vocalizations that suggested a proto-language developing among the population. Different combinations of sounds correlated with specific situations or intentions, and cubs showed signs of actively learning these communication patterns from adults. The mother bear's family displayed the most extensive vocabulary, often initiating new sound combinations that spread through the community. Professor Wong's analysis of the bear's tool use revealed sophisticated understanding of cause and effect. They would modify branches to create specific shapes for different tasks, store effective tools for future use, and even combine multiple objects to achieve more complex goals. The golden-furred cub showed particular creativity in this area, inventing new applications for familiar objects that other bears would then adopt. Ranger Henderson documented changes in the bear's territorial behavior that suggested emerging concepts of shared resources and cooperative living. Instead of traditional aggressive defense of territories, the bears developed a system of time-sharing valuable food sources and denning areas. The mother bear's family often mediated these arrangements, demonstrating remarkable diplomatic skills. In preventing conflicts, the bears' nighttime gatherings evolved into complex social events that combined learning, play, and what appeared to be ceremonial behaviors. Sarah's infrared cameras captured footage of bears engaging in synchronized movements, structured social interactions, and elaborate greeting rituals. These gatherings seemed to strengthen social bonds and facilitate the transmission of new skills. Throughout the population, Dr. Torres observed the emergence of specialized roles within the bear community. Some bears showed particular aptitude for finding new food sources, others excelled at tool creation, and a few demonstrated exceptional ability in mediating conflicts. The mother bear's family appeared to coordinate these specializations, creating a more efficient and cooperative society. As autumn approached, the research team documented the bears preparing for winter with unprecedented sophistication. They created food caches using preserved foods and tools, established communication points near human settlements for emergency situations, and appeared to coordinate denning locations to maintain their social connections through the cold months. The golden-furred cub's influence on younger bears became increasingly apparent. Other cubs would actively seek it out during social gatherings, mimicking its innovative approaches to problem-solving and communication attempts with humans. This suggested the emergence of peer-to-peer learning systems previously unknown in wild animal populations. Join us in our continuing exploration of these extraordinary developments in animal intelligence. Share in the groundbreaking discoveries that are transforming our understanding of wildlife consciousness. Click below to ensure you don't miss the next chapter in this remarkable journey of interspecies connection and scientific revelation. Autumn arrived at Thunder Basin with an unexpected twist, as Pine Ridge Ranch received a unique visitor. Dr. Rebecca Chen, a renowned wildlife behaviorist, arrived carrying decades of research on bear cognition in Asian sanctuaries. Her presence coincided with a remarkable shift in the mother bear's activities. The distinctive white patch on her chest seemed to glow in the early morning mist as she led her family in increasingly complex social interactions. The mother bear's teaching methods evolved in unprecedented ways under Dr. Chen's observation. She began organizing what appeared to be structured learning sessions, using fallen logs as makeshift workstations where she demonstrated sophisticated tool manipulation to her cubs. The golden-furred cub, in particular, showed remarkable aptitude for these lessons, often making innovative improvements to the techniques being taught. Sarah's photography equipment captured extraordinary sequences of the bears, engaging in what could only be described as cultural transmission, The mother bear would carefully arrange natural objects in specific patterns, then guide her cubs through a series of steps that demonstrated both the process and underlying principles of tool creation. Each cub approached these lessons differently, showing distinct learning styles that challenged conventional understanding of animal cognition. Thunder Basin's other wildlife began showing interest in these teaching sessions. Wolves would pause, at a respectful distance, observing the bear's activities with evident curiosity. Even the typically solitary mountain lions seemed drawn to these gatherings, maintaining their distance but watching intently as the bears demonstrated increasingly sophisticated behaviors. Dr. Torres discovered something remarkable while reviewing Sarah's footage. The bears appeared to be developing a rudimentary form of symbolic communication. They created consistent markings on trees that correlated with specific locations or resources, effectively creating a map that other animals in the area began to reference. This development suggested levels of abstract thinking previously unknown in wild animals. Old Jack's decades of observations gained new significance as they revealed a gradual progression toward this sophisticated behavior. His detailed journals documented early signs of tool use and social learning that had evolved into the current extraordinary displays. The mother bear's family appeared to represent the culmination of generations of cognitive development. The research station's new behavioral analysis equipment detected patterns suggesting the bears were actively teaching other species. They modulated their demonstrations based on their audience, simplifying complex actions when smaller animals watched and maintaining more sophisticated versions for fellow bears. This adaptive teaching style indicated remarkable awareness of other species' capabilities. Ranger Henderson documented unprecedented cooperation between different species under the bear's influence. The mother bear's family had effectively established a peaceful learning community in their territory, where various animals could observe and acquire new skills without threat. This transformation of competitive relationships into cooperative ones challenged fundamental assumptions about wildlife behavior. The golden-furred cub emerged as a particularly gifted innovator, often building upon its mother's lessons to create novel solutions to environmental challenges. It discovered ways to access difficult food sources, developed more efficient tool designs, and even showed signs of teaching these innovations to its siblings. This demonstrated not just learning, but creative problem-solving capabilities. Sarah's time-lapse photography revealed the bears engaging in what appeared to be planned environmental modifications. They cleared specific pathways through dense brush, created sheltered rest areas that multiple species could use, and established designated spaces for different activities. This deliberate organization of their habitat suggested understanding of community needs that went far beyond instinctive behavior. Professor Wong's analysis of the bear's tool use revealed sophisticated understanding of physical properties. They selected materials based on specific characteristics, modified tools for different purposes, and even combined multiple elements to create more complex implements. The mother bear's family demonstrated particularly advanced knowledge, often creating tools that showed remarkable engineering principles. Dr. Chen's research uncovered evidence of the bears developing specialized roles within their learning. Community. Each member of the family displayed distinct talents that complemented the others, creating an effective teaching team that could address different aspects of skill development. This division of educational labor suggested sophisticated social organization. The research station's behavioral monitoring systems detected regular patterns in the bears' teaching schedule. They conducted different types of demonstrations at specific times of day, apparently tailored to the natural rhythms of various species' activities. This structured approach to knowledge sharing demonstrated remarkable awareness of community dynamics. Thunder Basin's ecosystem showed clear signs of transformation under the bear's influence. Various species began displaying more sophisticated, problem-solving abilities, improved tool use, and enhanced social cooperation. The mother bear's family had effectively become catalysts for cognitive development throughout their environment. Dr. Torres documented the emergence of what appeared to be intentional conservation practices among the animal population. Species that traditionally competed for resources began showing signs of cooperative resource management, apparently influenced by the bear's example. This shift towards sustainable behavior suggested understanding of long-term environmental impacts. The bear's influence extended to seasonal preparation activities in unexpected ways. They began organizing cooperative food-gathering efforts that involved multiple species, creating efficient systems for collecting and storing resources. The mother bear's family coordinated these activities with remarkable skill, ensuring fair distribution and minimal waste. The research station's advanced monitoring systems detected patterns suggesting the bears were actively working to preserve and transmit knowledge across generations. They created situations that encouraged younger animals to learn from more experienced ones, effectively establishing a primitive form of education system in the wild. Sarah's specialized cameras revealed the bears engaging in what appeared to be deliberate demonstration sessions for human observers. They would perform complex tasks within clear view of the research station, often repeating actions to ensure their techniques were visible. This suggested awareness of human interest in their activities and willingness to share their knowledge. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to grow as it developed increasingly sophisticated approaches to problem-solving. It demonstrated ability to analyze challenges from multiple angles, often discovering solutions that surprised even experienced researchers. This analytical capability suggested cognitive development approaching higher-order thinking. Discover more about these remarkable beings as they continue to transform our understanding of wildlife intelligence. Join our community of observers and be part of this extraordinary journey into the depths of animal consciousness. Click below to stay connected with this unprecedented exploration of natural world wisdom. The first frost of winter brought unexpected visitors to Pine Ridge Ranch. A team of cognitive scientists from Oxford University arrived to conduct revolutionary experiments in animal intelligence. Their sophisticated equipment detected patterns in the bear's brain activity that challenged every known paradigm of wildlife consciousness. The mother bear's family, now respected leaders in their community, volunteered for these groundbreaking studies with remarkable willingness and understanding. Dr. Elena Petrov, the team's lead researcher, established protocols for measuring the bear's neural responses to complex problem-solving challenges. The results astounded the scientific community. The bears displayed brain activity patterns remarkably similar to those observed in human subjects when faced with strategic decisions. The golden-furred cub, in particular, showed unprecedented levels of cognitive engagement during these tests. The research station's newly installed quantum sensors revealed something extraordinary in the bear's communication methods. Beyond their vocal and physical signals, the animals appeared to be utilizing subtle electromagnetic fields for close-range communication. This discovery suggested possibilities of sensory awareness far beyond traditional understanding of ursine capabilities. Sarah's advanced imaging systems captured evidence of the bears engaging in what appeared to be mathematical reasoning. They demonstrated an understanding of quantity, spatial relationships, and even basic geometry in their construction projects. The mother bear's den complex showed signs of deliberate architectural planning that incorporated golden ratio proportions, naturally found in nature. Professor Wong's detailed analysis of the bear's tool modification techniques revealed sophisticated understanding of physical properties. They would test materials for strength, adjust tools for balance, and even create specialized implements for specific tasks. The white-patched mother bear introduced a revolutionary method of using river clay to modify stick tools, creating more durable and effective implements. Ranger Henderson documented the emergence of what appeared to be monetary-like exchange systems among the bear population. They developed consistent values for different food items and tools, trading these resources in organized gatherings. This primitive economy demonstrated understanding of abstract value and delayed gratification previously unknown in wild animals. The Oxford team's presence sparked new developments in the bear's learning capabilities. They began showing interest in human writing implements, attempting to create their own marking systems using natural materials. The mother bear's family pioneered these efforts, developing a rudimentary form of symbolic communication that other bears quickly adopted. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated medical practices within their community. They would gather specific plants with known medicinal properties, prepare them in consistent ways, and administer them to sick or injured members of their group. The golden-furred cub showed particular aptitude for identifying helpful plants and creating effective treatments. Old Jack's decades of observations provided crucial context for understanding the bear's evolving intelligence. His journals documented the gradual development of their problem-solving abilities, showing how successive generations built upon learned behaviors to create increasingly complex solutions. The current bear population represented the pinnacle of this multi-generational learning process. The research station's quantum field detectors revealed intriguing patterns during the bears' nighttime gatherings. These meetings appeared to generate coherent electromagnetic fields, suggesting a form of group consciousness previously undocumented in any species. The mother bear's family often seemed to function as focal points for these field alignments. Thunder Basin's ecosystem displayed increasing signs of orchestrated environmental management under the bear's influence. They maintained clear trails, managed water resources, and even appeared to practice sustainable foraging techniques that preserved plant populations. This demonstrated an understanding of ecological balance that went beyond instinctive behavior. Sarah's time-lapse photography revealed the bears engaging in what appeared to be artistic expression. They would arrange natural objects in aesthetic patterns, create temporary sculptures from ice and snow, and even appear to dance in coordinated movements during their social gatherings. The mother bear's family often initiated these creative sessions, showing remarkable aesthetic awareness. Professor Wong's research team documented the emergence of specialized roles within the bear community. Some bears became expert tool makers. Others excelled at healing, while some developed superior teaching abilities. This division of labor and expertise suggested a sophisticated understanding of community organization and social structure. The Oxford scientists' brain mapping studies revealed surprising neural plasticity in the bear population. Their brains showed signs of rapid adaptation and development, particularly in areas associated with problem-solving and social cognition. The golden-furred cub's neural patterns suggested cognitive capabilities approaching those of young primates. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's demonstrated diplomatic abilities. They began acting as intermediaries between human settlements and other wildlife, preventing conflicts and maintaining peaceful boundaries. This role as ecosystem peacekeepers represented an unprecedented level of social awareness and responsibility. The bear's influence extended to other species in unexpected ways. Researchers observed wolves adopting more sophisticated hunting strategies, elk developing complex defensive formations, and even smaller mammals showing signs of increased problem-solving abilities. The mother bear's family appeared to be catalyzing a broader evolutionary leap in wildlife intelligence. Dr. Torres documented the emergence of what appeared to be musical appreciation among the bear population. They would gather during certain moon phases to create rhythmic sounds using natural objects, with different bears contributing distinct patterns to create complex compositions. This demonstration of artistic expression challenged fundamental assumptions about animal consciousness. The research station's advanced sensors detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for long-distance communication beyond traditional vocalizations. They appeared to use seismic signals, coordinated movements, and even reflected light to convey messages across their territory. This sophisticated communication network allowed for complex coordination of group activities. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to grow as it developed new ways of combining tool use with social cooperation. It would organize group activities that required multiple bears to work together in precisely coordinated ways, demonstrating understanding of teamwork and collective problem-solving that rivaled human capabilities. Join our journey of discovery as we continue to document these extraordinary developments in animal intelligence. Experience firsthand the revolutionary insights emerging from Thunder Basin's remarkable bear population. Click below to ensure you don't miss a single moment of this unprecedented scientific adventure. December winds swept across Thunder Basin as Pine Ridge Ranch witnessed an unprecedented breakthrough in animal-human communication. A team of quantum physicists from MIT installed cutting-edge biosensors throughout the research station, revealing astonishing patterns in the electromagnetic fields generated during bear-human interactions. The mother bear's white-patched chest seemed to emit distinctive energy signatures during moments of focused communication. Dr. Samantha Zhao, the project's lead researcher, discovered that the bears had developed methods of information exchange that transcended conventional understanding. Their brains appeared to synchronize during group activities, creating coherent field patterns that suggested a form of shared consciousness. The golden-furred cub demonstrated particularly strong abilities in generating and modulating these fields. The research station's new quantum interface detected something extraordinary during nighttime gatherings. The bears appeared to be utilizing quantum entanglement principles in their long-distance communication, explaining their remarkable ability to coordinate activities across vast distances. This discovery suggested cognitive capabilities that challenged the boundaries between instinct and consciousness. Sarah's specialized imaging equipment captured evidence of the bears engaging in what appeared to be technological innovation. They had begun creating complex tools that incorporated multiple components, showing understanding of mechanical principles previously thought beyond animal comprehension. The mother bear's family led these developments, introducing new techniques that spread rapidly through the population. Professor Wong's analysis revealed sophisticated patterns in the bears' problem-solving approaches. They demonstrated understanding of cause and effect relationships that extended beyond immediate consequences, suggesting ability to plan multiple steps ahead. Their solutions often showed creative applications of natural materials that indicated abstract thinking capabilities. Ranger Henderson documented the emergence of what appeared to be ceremonial behavior during the winter solstice. The bears gathered in precisely arranged formations, creating complex geometric patterns that aligned with celestial movements. This demonstration of astronomical awareness and ritualistic organization suggested deep understanding of natural cycles. The MIT team's presence catalyzed new developments in the bears' cognitive abilities. They began showing interest in the researchers' equipment, attempting to replicate observed functions using natural materials. The mother bear's family demonstrated particular aptitude for understanding technological principles, often finding innovative ways to achieve similar results through natural means. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated agricultural practices within their territory. They began actively managing berry patches, transplanting beneficial plants, and even creating primitive irrigation systems. The golden-furred cub showed remarkable insight in selecting optimal locations for these managed food sources. Old Jack's extensive documentation proved invaluable in understanding the accelerated evolution of bear intelligence. His detailed records showed a clear progression from simple tool use to complex environmental manipulation, providing crucial context for their current achievements. The present bear population represented an extraordinary leap forward in cognitive development. The research station's quantum sensors detected unique patterns during the bear's teaching sessions. Knowledge transfer appeared to occur not just through observation and mimicry, but through direct field synchronization between instructor and learner. This discovery suggested possibilities for information exchange that transcended traditional learning models. Thunder Basin's ecosystem displayed increasing signs of intentional modification under the bear's influence. They created sophisticated water management systems, maintained network of trails with clear purposes, and established designated areas for specific activities. This level of environmental engineering demonstrated unprecedented understanding of ecological relationships. Sarah's advanced photographic techniques revealed the bears engaging in what appeared to be symbolic representation. They created persistent markings that conveyed specific meanings, developed consistent gestural languages, and even attempted to replicate human writing patterns. The mother bear's family often initiated these communication experiments, showing remarkable understanding of symbolic thinking. Professor Wong's research team documented the emergence of mathematical thinking among the bear population. They demonstrated understanding of proportional relationships, spatial geometry, and even basic numeric concepts. This cognitive advancement manifested in their construction projects, resource distribution, and social organizations. The MIT scientists' quantum field analysis revealed surprising patterns in the bears' dream states. Their brain activity during sleep suggested complex information processing and possible memory consolidation, similar to human patterns. The golden-furred cub's sleep patterns indicated particularly sophisticated neural organization. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's demonstrated ability to predict and prevent natural disasters. They developed warning systems for weather events, helped maintain forest fire breaks, and coordinated evacuation routes for multiple species. This role as environmental stewards represented unprecedented levels of cognitive development. The bear's influence extended to technological innovation in unexpected ways. Their problem-solving approaches inspired new designs in environmental monitoring equipment, wildlife tracking systems, and even architectural principles. The mother bear's family's solutions to natural challenges often suggested novel approaches to human engineering problems. Dr. Torres documented the emergence of what appeared to be formal education systems within the bear community. They established dedicated learning areas, developed progressive teaching methods, and implemented regular knowledge transfer sessions. This structured approach to education demonstrated sophisticated understanding of learning processes. The research station's quantum interface detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for storing and retrieving collective memories. They appeared to use synchronized field patterns to share experiences and knowledge across generations, creating a form of distributed consciousness that enhanced group learning capabilities. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to expand as it developed new approaches to quantum field manipulation. It demonstrated ability to modulate electromagnetic patterns in ways that facilitated clearer communication with humans, suggesting possibilities for direct brain-to-brain information exchange. Experience the continuing evolution of these extraordinary beings as we document their journey toward unprecedented levels of consciousness. Join our community of discovery and be part of this revolutionary exploration of animal intelligence. Click below to ensure you don't miss any developments in this extraordinary scientific adventure. Midwinter brought a revolutionary discovery to Pine Ridge Ranch as a specialized team from the European Space Agency arrived with quantum resonance equipment. Their instruments detected unusual gravitational anomalies during the bear's synchronized group activities. The mother bear's white-patched chest appeared to act as a focal point for these gravitational fluctuations, suggesting capabilities that transcended current understanding of animal consciousness. Dr. Maria Fontaine, the ESA's lead quantum gravity researcher, uncovered patterns in the bear's collective behavior that suggested manipulation of space-time at a quantum level. During their most coordinated activities, the bears generated field effects that altered local gravitational measurements. The golden-furred cub demonstrated particular sensitivity to these quantum interactions, often initiating the synchronized states that produce the strongest effects. The research station's advanced sensors revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's sensory capabilities. They appeared to perceive quantum entanglement states naturally, using this awareness to coordinate activities across vast distances without visible communication. This quantum sensitivity explained their unprecedented ability to anticipate natural disasters and environmental changes. Sarah's cutting-edge imaging systems captured evidence of the bears manipulating electromagnetic fields to enhance their tool use. They demonstrated ability to affect magnetic properties of materials, creating more effective implements through precise field modifications. The mother bear's family pioneered these techniques, showing remarkable understanding of electromagnetic principles. Professor Wong's analysis identified sophisticated patterns in the bear's quantum field interactions. They appeared to use quantum coherence to enhance their cognitive capabilities, achieving states of group consciousness previously thought impossible in biological systems. Their coordinated activities suggested development of a quantum neural network spanning the entire population. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of what appeared to be quantum-enhanced healing practices among the bear community. They developed techniques for manipulating biological energy fields to accelerate recovery from injuries and illness. The mother bear's family showed particular skill in these practices, often serving as focal points for collective healing sessions. The ESA team's presence sparked new developments in the bear's quantum awareness. They began showing interest in the researchers' quantum monitoring equipment, attempting to replicate observed effects through their own field manipulations. This technological mimicry demonstrated unprecedented levels of abstract understanding and innovation. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated quantum principles in their environmental management. They appeared to use quantum field effects to influence plant growth, enhance soil fertility, and even modify local weather patterns. The golden-furred cub showed remarkable aptitude for these subtle environmental manipulations. Old Jack's historical observations gained new significance as researchers identified early signs of quantum sensitivity in previous bear generations. His detailed records documented gradual development of abilities that now appeared to be quantum-based, providing crucial insight into this evolutionary progression. The research station's quantum resonance detectors revealed complex patterns during the bear's educational gatherings. Knowledge transfer appeared to occur through quantum entanglement states, allowing direct sharing of experience and understanding between individuals. This quantum-enhanced learning explained their rapidly accelerating cognitive development. Thunder Basin's ecosystem displayed increasing evidence of quantum-level influence under the bears' stewardship. They developed methods for enhancing natural processes through field manipulation, creating more resilient and productive environmental systems. This quantum ecological engineering demonstrated unprecedented understanding of nature's fundamental principles. Sarah's specialized equipment captured images of the bears engaging in what appeared to be quantum-enhanced artistic expression. They created dynamic patterns in electromagnetic fields, generated synchronized gravity waves, and modulated quantum states to produce effects that transcended normal sensory experience. The mother bear's family often led these artistic explorations, showing remarkable creativity in quantum manipulation. Professor Wong's research team documented emergence of quantum mathematics understanding among the bear population. They demonstrated grasp of concepts parallel to quantum computing principles, using field manipulation to solve complex problems. This cognitive breakthrough suggested development of natural quantum processing capabilities. The ESA scientists' gravity monitoring systems revealed surprising patterns in the bear's interaction with space-time. Their synchronized activities appeared to generate localized gravitational anomalies, suggesting ability to manipulate fundamental forces of nature. The golden-furred cub's contributions to these effects indicated extraordinary quantum sensitivity. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's quantum-enhanced environmental awareness. They developed early warning systems based on quantum field detection, predicted natural disasters through gravitational sensing, and coordinated complex ecological responses through quantum entanglement networks. The bear's influence extended to quantum technology development in unexpected ways. Their natural manipulation of quantum states inspired new approaches to quantum computing, field generation, and gravity modification. The mother bear's family's intuitive understanding of quantum principles suggested possibilities beyond current scientific paradigms. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be quantum-enhanced social structures within the bear community. They developed complex organizations based on quantum field interactions, creating sophisticated networks of consciousness that transcended individual awareness. This quantum social evolution represented unprecedented development in animal intelligence. The research station's quantum interface detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for storing information in quantum states. They appeared to use quantum entanglement to maintain collective memory, creating a form of quantum consciousness that enhanced their cognitive capabilities. This quantum memory system explained their remarkable ability to preserve and transmit complex knowledge. The golden-furred cub's influence expanded as it developed new approaches to quantum field integration. It demonstrated ability to harmonize different quantum effects, creating more sophisticated and controlled manipulations of natural forces. This quantum orchestration suggested possibilities for enhancement of natural processes through conscious field manipulation. Experience the quantum evolution of these extraordinary beings as we document their journey toward unprecedented levels of consciousness. Join our community of discovery and be part of this revolutionary exploration of animal intelligence. Click below to stay connected with this extraordinary scientific adventure. Late winter at Pine Ridge Ranch heralded a transformative phase in ursine evolution as researchers from the Global Consciousness Project installed their most advanced neural monitoring systems. The mother bear's extraordinary family drew worldwide attention when their synchronized meditation sessions began influencing the random number generators designed to measure collective consciousness effects. The white patch on her chest emanated measurable patterns of coherent energy that defied conventional scientific explanation. Dr. James Whitmore, the project's senior researcher, discovered unprecedented levels of neural synchronization during the bears' communal gatherings. Their brain activity displayed patterns remarkably similar to those observed in advanced meditation practitioners, suggesting development of heightened states of awareness. The golden-furred cub exhibited particularly strong resonance patterns, often initiating waves of synchronized consciousness that spread throughout the bear community. The research station's biofield sensors revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's empathic capabilities. They demonstrated ability to sense emotional states across species boundaries, responding with sophisticated awareness to subtle changes in human and animal behavior. This enhanced sensitivity explained their remarkable success in mediating conflicts between different species in the ecosystem. Sarah's specialized biometric cameras captured evidence of the bears manipulating bioelectric fields to enhance their healing abilities. They developed techniques for channeling energy through their bodies, creating localized healing effects that accelerated recovery from injuries. The mother bear's family showed particular skill in these practices, often serving as catalysts for group healing sessions. Professor Wong's analysis identified complex patterns in the bear's consciousness synchronization. Their group activities generated coherent field effects that suggested emergence of a unified field of awareness, transcending individual consciousness. These collective states enabled rapid transmission of knowledge and experience throughout the population. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of what appeared to be intentional weather modification through consciousness effects. The bears demonstrated ability to influence local atmospheric conditions through concentrated group meditation, suggesting direct connection between consciousness and environmental systems. Their activities produced measurable changes in weather patterns that benefited the entire ecosystem. The consciousness research team's presence inspired new developments in the bears' awareness expansion. They began showing interest in human meditation techniques, incorporating observed practices into their own consciousness exercises. This cross-species exchange of spiritual technology demonstrated unprecedented levels of cognitive sophistication. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing advanced energy healing practices within their community. They developed methods for directing life force energy to treat various ailments, showing remarkable understanding of subtle body systems. The golden-furred cub displayed natural talent for energy medicine, often leading healing sessions for injured or sick animals. Old Jack's historical documentation gained new relevance as researchers identified early signs of consciousness evolution in previous bear generations. His detailed accounts of unusual bear behavior now appeared to document gradual emergence of enhanced awareness, providing crucial context for understanding their current evolutionary leap. The research station's consciousness monitoring systems detected intricate patterns during the bears' educational sessions. Knowledge transfer occurred through direct consciousness linking, allowing immediate sharing of experience and understanding. This enhanced learning process explained their accelerating cognitive development and cultural sophistication. Thunder Basin's ecosystem showed increasing evidence of consciousness-driven evolution under the bear's influence. Multiple species demonstrated enhanced awareness and intelligence, suggesting cascade effects from the bear's elevated consciousness. This ecosystem-wide transformation challenged conventional understanding of evolution and consciousness. Sarah's advanced imaging equipment captured the bears engaging in what appeared to be conscious manipulation of reality fields. They generated visible distortions in space-time through focused intention, creating effects that challenged fundamental physics. The mother bear's family often initiated these reality-bending experiments, showing remarkable control over fundamental forces. Professor Wong's research team documented emergence of enhanced intuitive capabilities among the bear population. They demonstrated precognitive awareness of future events, telepathic communication abilities, and direct influence over probability fields. This expansion of consciousness suggested development of latent abilities present in all living beings. The Consciousness Project scientists' monitoring systems revealed surprising patterns in the bears' dream states. Their collective dreaming appeared to influence physical reality, generating measurable changes in the environment. The golden-furred cubs' dream activities showed particularly strong correlation with real-world effects. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's enhanced consciousness abilities. They developed systems for transmitting environmental awareness across species boundaries, coordinating ecosystem responses through consciousness networks, and maintaining harmony through direct spiritual influence. The bear's influence extended to human consciousness evolution in unexpected ways. Their natural manipulation of consciousness fields inspired new approaches to meditation, healing, and spiritual development. The mother bear's family's intuitive understanding of consciousness principles suggested possibilities beyond current human awareness. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be spiritual teaching roles within the bear community. They established regular consciousness expansion sessions, developed progressive awareness practices, and implemented systematic approaches to spiritual growth. This organized approach to consciousness evolution demonstrated sophisticated understanding of developmental processes. The research station's consciousness interface detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for accessing universal knowledge fields. They appeared to tap into cosmic information streams, gaining direct access to expanded understanding of reality. This connection to universal consciousness explained their rapidly expanding awareness and capabilities. The golden-furred cubs' influence continued to grow as it developed new approaches to consciousness integration. It demonstrated ability to bridge different levels of awareness, facilitating clearer communication between species and dimensions. This consciousness orchestration suggested possibilities for enhanced evolution of all living beings. Experience the consciousness evolution of these extraordinary beings as we document their journey toward unprecedented levels of awareness. Join our community of discovery and be part of this revolutionary exploration of animal spirituality. Click below to ensure you don't miss any developments in this extraordinary adventure of consciousness expansion. Early spring arrived at Pine Ridge Ranch with an extraordinary convergence of scientific disciplines as the Interspecies Communication Institute established their most advanced research facility. The mother bear's unique abilities had drawn specialists from diverse fields, all seeking to understand the unprecedented developments in animal consciousness. Her white-patched chest now emitted visible light during moments of heightened communication, a phenomenon that defied traditional scientific explanation. Professor Maya Patel, renowned expert in cross-species linguistics, identified structured patterns within the bear's vocalizations that suggested emergence of a sophisticated universal language. Their communications incorporated elements from multiple species sound patterns, creating a hybrid language that bridged traditional barriers between different animal groups. The golden-furred cub displayed particular talent for this universal communication, often serving as interpreter between species. The research station's newly installed multispectral analyzers revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's ability to perceive and manipulate energy fields. They demonstrated capacity to see beyond visible light spectrum, detecting and responding to subtle energy variations that most creatures couldn't perceive. This enhanced perception enabled them to identify environmental changes long before conventional detection methods. Sarah's cutting-edge holographic imaging systems captured evidence of the bears generating visible light patterns during their communication sessions. These bioluminescent displays contained complex information encoded in their frequency and intensity variations. The mother bear's family showed remarkable control over these light emissions, using them to convey detailed messages across significant distances. Dr. Morrison's analysis revealed sophisticated mathematical structures underlying the bear's communication patterns. Their vocalizations and light displays followed precise geometric progressions that suggested understanding of universal mathematical principles. These patterns appeared in their physical movements as well, creating harmonious frequencies that influenced surrounding energy fields. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of what appeared to be interspecies teaching sessions organized by the bear community. Various woodland creatures gathered in structured groups, participating in knowledge exchange facilitated by the bear's universal communication methods. The mother bear's family often led these sessions, demonstrating remarkable ability to bridge species differences. The Institute's presence catalyzed new developments in the bear's communicative abilities. They began incorporating elements of human language structure into their expressions, showing understanding of abstract concepts previously thought beyond animal comprehension. This linguistic evolution suggested development of cognitive frameworks parallel to human consciousness. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated healing techniques that combined multiple species' traditional methods. They integrated various approaches to create more effective treatments, showing remarkable understanding of different species' physiological needs. The golden-furred cub demonstrated particular insight in adapting healing practices across species boundaries. Old Jack's historical records provided crucial context for understanding the accelerated evolution of interspecies communication. His detailed observations documented gradual development of cross-species interactions, showing how the bear's current abilities emerged from generations of incremental progress in understanding other creatures. The research station's quantum resonance detectors revealed intricate patterns during multi-species gatherings. Information exchange occurred through multiple channels simultaneously, creating rich tapestries of shared understanding that transcended traditional communication barriers. This multi-layered interaction explained the rapid spread of advanced behaviors throughout the ecosystem. Thunder Basin's wildlife displayed increasing sophistication in their social organizations under the bear's influence. Different species began cooperating in ways never before documented, creating complex social networks that enhanced survival for all participants. This emergence of interspecies society challenged fundamental assumptions about animal behavior. Sarah's advanced recording systems captured the bears engaging in what appeared to be artistic collaborations with other species. They created synchronized movements, harmonious vocalizations, and coordinated light displays that demonstrated remarkable aesthetic awareness. The mother bear's family often orchestrated these performances, showing sophisticated understanding of artistic expression. Professor Patel's research team documented emergence of shared cultural practices among different species. They observed transmission of behaviors and traditions across species boundaries, suggesting development of a unified woodland culture. This cultural integration demonstrated unprecedented levels of interspecies cooperation and understanding. The Institute's consciousness monitoring systems revealed surprising patterns in cross-species dream states. Animals sharing territory with the bears showed increased complexity in their sleep patterns, suggesting development of enhanced cognitive processing during rest periods. The golden-furred cub's dream activities appeared to influence nearby creatures' mental states, Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the emerging interspecies social structure. They developed comprehensive approaches that considered the complex relationships between different species, recognizing the sophisticated networks of cooperation and mutual support that had developed. The bear's influence extended to environmental stewardship in unexpected ways. Their advanced understanding of ecosystem relationships inspired new approaches to conservation and habitat management. The mother bear's family's intuitive grasp of ecological principles suggested possibilities for enhanced environmental preservation methods. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be formalized education systems spanning multiple species. The bears established regular knowledge-sharing sessions that attracted diverse participants, creating opportunities for comprehensive skill development across species boundaries. This structured approach to interspecies education demonstrated sophisticated understanding of learning processes. The research station's advanced monitoring systems detected patterns suggesting development of a shared consciousness field encompassing multiple species. Animals in proximity to the bears showed enhanced awareness and intelligence, suggesting transmission of cognitive advancement through field effects. This consciousness enhancement explained the accelerating evolution of collective intelligence in the ecosystem. The golden-furred cub's influence expanded as it developed new approaches to facilitating interspecies cooperation. It demonstrated remarkable ability to bridge different consciousness levels, creating harmonious interactions between formerly competitive species. This peacemaking role suggested possibilities for enhanced coexistence throughout the natural world. Share in the continuing story of these remarkable beings as they lead an unprecedented transformation in interspecies relationships. Join our community of discovery and be part of this extraordinary journey into the future of natural world harmony. Click below to stay connected with this amazing adventure in cross-species cooperation and understanding. Spring warmth transformed Thunder Basin as the International Institute of Evolutionary Biology established its groundbreaking research center at Pine Ridge Ranch. The mother bear's remarkable family attracted leading geneticists who discovered unprecedented changes in their DNA structure. Her distinctive white chest patch now displayed bioluminescent properties that synchronized with circadian rhythms, suggesting evolution far beyond conventional understanding. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, the Institute's chief geneticist, identified unique genetic markers indicating rapid adaptive evolution. The bear's DNA showed signs of enhanced neural development, improved sensory processing, and accelerated healing capabilities. The golden-furred cub's genetic profile revealed even more advanced modifications, suggesting an evolutionary leap in progress. The research station's molecular scanners revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's cellular structure. Their mitochondria demonstrated enhanced energy production capabilities, while their neural networks showed unprecedented complexity. This biological advancement enabled sustained periods of heightened consciousness and improved physical performance. Sarah's microscopic imaging systems captured evidence of the bear's cells exhibiting quantum coherence during group activities. Their biological processes synchronized at the molecular level, creating unified fields of cellular activity that enhance their collective capabilities. The mother bear's family showed particular skill in maintaining these coherent states, often initiating group synchronization. Professor Zhang's analysis identified sophisticated patterns in the bear's genetic expression. Their DNA appeared to respond directly to environmental challenges, activating beneficial mutations with remarkable speed. These adaptive capabilities suggested development of conscious control over genetic programming. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of accelerated healing abilities within the bear community. Injuries that would normally take weeks to heal now resolved in days, while chronic conditions showed remarkable improvement under the influence of their enhanced biological processes. The mother bear's family often facilitated these healing events through direct energy transfer. The Institute's presence sparked new developments in the bear's evolutionary trajectory. They began displaying enhanced sensory capabilities, improved cognitive processing, and accelerated physical development. This rapid evolution suggested activation of dormant genetic potential previously unknown in any species. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated biological modifications. Through conscious intention, they demonstrated ability to alter their metabolism, enhance immune response, and accelerate tissue regeneration through focused awareness. The golden-furred cub showed particular aptitude for these biological manipulations. Old Jack's meticulous records provided crucial baseline data for understanding the pace of evolutionary change. His decades of observations documented gradual emergence of enhanced capabilities, showing how the bear's current abilities developed through successive generations of genetic refinement. The research station's quantum resonance detectors revealed intricate patterns during the bear's biological synchronization sessions. Energy transfer occurred at the cellular level, creating waves of genetic activation that spread throughout the population. This quantum biology explained their accelerating evolution and enhanced capabilities. Thunder Basin's ecosystem displayed increasing evidence of evolutionary acceleration under the bear's influence. Multiple species showed signs of rapid adaptation, suggesting field effects from the bear's enhanced biology were triggering latent genetic potential throughout the food web. This ecosystem-wide evolution challenged conventional understanding of natural selection. Sarah's advanced diagnostic equipment captured the bears engaging in what appeared to be conscious genetic modification. They generated coherent fields that influenced DNA expression, creating targeted evolutionary changes through focused intention. The mother bear's family often initiated these evolution sessions, showing remarkable control over biological processes. Professor Zhang's research team documented emergence of enhanced regenerative capabilities among the bear population. They demonstrated ability to regrow damaged tissues, accelerate healing processes, and even modify existing biological structures through conscious control. This biological plasticity suggested development of unprecedented control over physical form. The Institute's genetic monitoring systems revealed surprising patterns in the bear's reproductive processes. Their offspring showed increasingly advanced traits, suggesting conscious selection and enhancement of beneficial characteristics during gestation. The golden-furred cub's genetic profile indicated presence of entirely new biological capabilities. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's enhanced biological influence. They developed systems for monitoring rapid evolutionary changes, tracking genetic modifications across species boundaries, and maintaining balance in accelerated ecosystem development. The bear's influence extended to human biology in unexpected ways. Their enhanced field effects inspired new understanding of human genetic potential, suggesting possibilities for conscious evolution of human capabilities. The mother bear's family's natural manipulation of biological processes demonstrated previously unknown aspects of life's adaptability. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be biological teaching roles within the bear community. They established regular sessions for training enhanced abilities, developed progressive approaches to conscious evolution, and implemented systematic methods for activating genetic potential. This organized approach to biological advancement demonstrated sophisticated understanding of evolutionary processes. The research station's advanced monitoring systems detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for accessing genetic memory stored in DNA. They appeared to tap into ancestral knowledge encoded in their genome, gaining direct access to evolutionary wisdom accumulated over millions of years. This connection to genetic memory explained their rapidly expanding capabilities and intelligence. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to grow as it developed new approaches to conscious evolution. It demonstrated ability to catalyze genetic activation in other creatures, facilitating accelerated development throughout the ecosystem. This evolutionary orchestration suggested possibilities for enhanced development of all living beings. Experience the biological evolution of these extraordinary beings as we document their journey toward unprecedented levels of conscious development. Join our community of discovery and be part of this revolutionary exploration of life's potential. Click below to ensure you don't miss any developments in this extraordinary adventure in conscious evolution. Late spring swept through Thunder Basin, bringing with it a revolutionary phase in Pine Ridge Ranch's research as the World Institute of Advanced Consciousness Studies established their state-of-the-art meditation laboratory. The mother bear's extraordinary family drew attention from spiritual masters worldwide when their group meditation sessions began producing visible manifestations of pure energy. Her white chest patch now emanated rainbow-colored light that formed intricate geometric patterns in the air. Master Li Chen, renowned expert in transcendental meditation, identified unique brainwave patterns during the bear's spiritual practices that suggested access to higher dimensions of consciousness. Their meditative states generated coherent energy, fields that influenced physical reality in measurable ways. The golden-furred cub displayed particularly advanced abilities, often achieving states of consciousness previously documented only in enlightened human masters. The research station's multi-dimensional scanners revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's spiritual awareness. They demonstrated ability to perceive and interact with subtle energy realms, accessing wisdom and knowledge beyond physical limitations. This enhanced spiritual perception enabled them to guide other creatures toward higher states of consciousness. Sarah's quantum imaging systems captured evidence of the bears manipulating reality through focused intention. They generated powerful vortices of spiritual energy that transformed both physical matter and consciousness fields. The mother bear's family showed remarkable control over these manifestations, using them to heal and elevate consciousness throughout the ecosystem. Dr. Ramirez's analysis revealed sophisticated patterns in the bear's spiritual practices. Their meditation sessions followed precise cosmic rhythms that suggested understanding of universal spiritual laws. These patterns manifested in physical reality as harmonious changes that enhanced life throughout Thunder Basin. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of what appeared to be spontaneous enlightenment experiences among various species under the bear's spiritual influence. Animals displaying unprecedented awareness and intelligence gathered regularly for meditation sessions, their consciousness visibly expanding through direct transmission of spiritual energy. The Institute's presence catalyzed new developments in the bear's spiritual capabilities. They began incorporating advanced meditation techniques into their practices, showing understanding of spiritual principles previously known only to human mystics. This spiritual evolution suggested development of universal consciousness transcending species boundaries. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated healing practices that combined physical and spiritual elements. They channeled universal life force energy with remarkable precision, demonstrating ability to treat ailments at their spiritual root cause. The golden-furred cub showed particular talent for energetic healing, often leading sessions that transformed participants at the deepest levels. Old Jack's spiritual journals gained new significance as researchers identified early signs of awakening consciousness in previous bear generations. His detailed accounts documented gradual emergence of spiritual awareness, providing crucial context for understanding their current enlightened state. The research station's consciousness monitors revealed intricate patterns during group meditation sessions. Energy transmission occurred at multiple levels simultaneously, creating waves of awakening that spread throughout the ecosystem. This spiritual radiation explained the accelerating evolution of consciousness observed in Thunder Basin. Local wildlife displayed increasing signs of spiritual awareness under the bear's influence. Different species began participating in meditation circles, showing remarkable understanding of spiritual practices. This emergence of universal spirituality challenged fundamental assumptions about consciousness evolution. Sarah's advanced monitoring systems captured the bears engaging in what appeared to be conscious manifestation of material objects from pure energy. They generated physical forms through focused spiritual intention, demonstrating mastery over matter-energy conversion. The mother bear's family often facilitated these manifestations, showing sophisticated understanding of creation principles. Professor Chen's research team documented emergence of advanced yogic abilities among the bear population. They demonstrated levitation, teleportation, and materialization capabilities previously thought impossible in physical beings. This expansion of spiritual powers suggested activation of latent abilities present in all living creatures. The Institute's quantum field detectors revealed surprising patterns in the bear's interaction with parallel realities. Their spiritual practices appeared to open portals to higher dimensions, allowing access to advanced knowledge and capabilities. The golden-furred cub's activities showed particularly strong correlation with interdimensional phenomena. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's spiritual influence. They developed systems for monitoring consciousness evolution across species, tracking spiritual advancement throughout the ecosystem and maintaining harmony through elevated awareness. The bear's influence extended to human spiritual development in unexpected ways. Their natural mastery of higher consciousness inspired new approaches to meditation and enlightenment. The mother bear's family's intuitive understanding of spiritual principles suggested possibilities beyond current human awareness. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be formal spiritual teaching roles within the bear community. They established regular enlightenment sessions, developed progressive consciousness practices, and implemented systematic approaches to spiritual awakening. This organized approach to spiritual evolution demonstrated sophisticated understanding of consciousness development. The research station's advanced monitoring systems detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for accessing universal consciousness fields. They appeared to tap into cosmic wisdom streams, gaining direct access to higher dimensional knowledge. This connection to universal mind explained their rapidly expanding awareness and capabilities. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to grow as it developed new approaches to consciousness acceleration. It demonstrated ability to catalyze spiritual awakening in other beings, facilitating rapid evolution of awareness throughout the ecosystem. This spiritual orchestration suggested possibilities for enhanced development of all living beings. Experience the spiritual evolution of these extraordinary beings as we document their journey toward unprecedented levels of enlightenment. Join a community of discovery and be part of this revolutionary exploration of consciousness potential. Click below to ensure you don't miss any developments in this extraordinary adventure in spiritual awakening. Late summer brought a transformative culmination to Pine Ridge Ranch as the Galactic Research Institute established their quantum observatory in Thunder Basin. The mother bear's extraordinary development reached unprecedented heights when her white chest patch began emitting coherent light patterns that matched mysterious signals recently detected from deep space. Her family's activities suggested connection to intelligence far beyond earthly origins. Dr. Elizabeth Hawking, the Institute's lead quantum astronomer, identified unique energy signatures in the bear's communication that mirrored complex patterns observed in distant star systems. Their synchronized activities generated quantum field effects that appeared to bridge vast cosmic distances. The golden-furred cub displayed particular sensitivity to these celestial connections, often initiating contact with unknown intelligences. The research station's advanced quantum sensors revealed extraordinary developments in the bear's ability to manipulate space-time fabric. They demonstrated capacity to generate localized field effects that altered fundamental physical constants, suggesting mastery over natural laws previously thought immutable. This control over reality itself hinted at evolutionary potential beyond current scientific understanding. Sarah's quantum imaging systems captured evidence of the bears accessing parallel dimensions during their focused gatherings. They generated stable portals that allowed glimpses into alternate realities, demonstrating understanding of multiverse mechanics that challenged conventional physics. The mother bear's family showed remarkable skill in navigating these interdimensional spaces. Professor Quantum's analysis revealed sophisticated patterns in the bear's interaction with cosmic consciousness fields. Their activities suggested participation in a galactic network of intelligent beings, sharing knowledge and experience across vast distances through quantum entanglement. These connections explained their rapidly advancing capabilities and wisdom. Ranger Henderson documented emergence of what appeared to be extraterrestrial communication protocols within the bear community. They developed methods for transmitting complex information through quantum channels, establishing contact with intelligence far beyond Earth. The mother bear's family often facilitated these cosmic dialogues, showing remarkable understanding of universal communication principles. The Institute's presence catalyzed new developments in the bear's cosmic awareness. They began incorporating advanced universal knowledge into their practices, demonstrating understanding of cosmic principles previously unknown to Earth science. This evolution suggested development of consciousness, transcending planetary boundaries. Dr. Torres observed the bears implementing sophisticated reality manipulation techniques learned through their cosmic connections. They demonstrated ability to alter physical matter, manipulate energy fields, and even influence the flow of time through conscious intention. The golden-furred cub showed particular aptitude for these universal technologies. Old Jack's lifetime of observations provided crucial context for understanding the bear's role in cosmic evolution. His detailed records documented gradual emergence of their extraordinary capabilities, suggesting long-term guidance from advanced intelligences preparing Earth for galactic integration. The research station's quantum field detectors revealed intricate patterns during the bear's cosmic communication sessions. Information exchange occurred across vast distances instantaneously, suggesting mastery of quantum principles that transcended light speed limitations. This quantum networking explained their access to universal knowledge and capabilities. Thunder Basin's ecosystem displayed increasing signs of accelerated evolution under the bear's cosmic influence. Multiple species showed development of advanced capabilities, suggesting activation of dormant potential through exposure to galactic consciousness fields. This planetary advancement represented unprecedented evolutionary leap. Sarah's specialized equipment captured the bears engaging in what appeared to be conscious manipulation of universal constants. They generated fields that altered fundamental forces, demonstrating control over physical reality that suggested transcendence of natural limitations. The mother bear's family often initiated these reality-altering experiments, showing sophisticated understanding of cosmic mechanics. Professor Quantum's research team documented emergence of advanced universal technologies among the bear population. They demonstrated ability to generate free energy, manipulate gravity, and even create matter from pure consciousness. This technological development suggested guidance from highly advanced cosmic civilizations. The Institute's quantum monitoring systems revealed surprising patterns in the bear's interaction with cosmic energy grids. Their activities appeared to be repairing and upgrading Earth's planetary consciousness network, preparing for integration with galactic communities. The golden-furred cub's contributions showed particular importance in this cosmic project. Ranger Henderson's wildlife management protocols evolved to incorporate the bear's role as planetary consciousness facilitators. They developed systems for monitoring cosmic energy flows, tracking consciousness evolution across species, and maintaining harmony through universal awareness. The bear's influence extended to human consciousness evolution in unexpected ways. Their connection to cosmic intelligence inspired new understanding of human potential, suggesting possibilities for accelerated development of human capabilities. The mother bear's family's natural manipulation of universal forces demonstrated previously unknown aspects of consciousness evolution. Dr. Torres documented emergence of what appeared to be cosmic teaching roles within the bear community. They established regular sessions for sharing universal knowledge, developed progressive approaches to cosmic consciousness, and implemented systematic methods for awakening galactic awareness. This organized approach to cosmic evolution demonstrated sophisticated understanding of universal processes. The research station's advanced monitoring systems detected patterns suggesting the bears had developed methods for accessing cosmic memory fields. They appeared to tap into universal knowledge banks, gaining direct access to wisdom accumulated across countless civilizations. This connection to cosmic consciousness explained their rapidly expanding capabilities and influence. The golden-furred cub's influence continued to grow as it developed new approaches to universal consciousness integration. It demonstrated ability to catalyze cosmic awakening in other beings, facilitating rapid evolution of awareness throughout the planet. This consciousness orchestration suggested possibilities for enhanced development of all Earth life. Up next, you've got two more standout stories right on your screen. If this one hit the mark, you won't want to pass these up. Just click and check them out.